Hey, welcome back to the Lightspeed Social Agency YouTube channel. Make sure that you are subscribed to our podcast, the Lightspeed Lawn Care Marketing Podcast, available wherever you listen to podcasts. Hey, so what I want to talk to you about is a super timely upsell that if you're going to do it this year, you have to get started today. Right now, as you're seeing this, you have to absolutely get started. The best time to start is actually yesterday. So we're going to be talking about how to add Christmas light install services to your lawn care and landscaping business. They are super profitable, but they only happen in a really limited window. And that window is open right now, which is great, but you have to get on it right now if you're going to make it work for you this season. So to talk to you really quickly about the why, number one, outstanding profits in lighting installs because they are such a good before and after really awesome thing. People hate putting up their own lights, and they also hate the kind of half-assed job they end up with when they do it themselves. One year I put lights up on our house and my wife did not let me plug them in. So if that gives you an idea of where your normal homeowner can end up with an install, much better to have professionals do it and do it right and do it fully. This is going to provide you with great pictures for your marketing. You're going to have some great before and after pictures. Just really spectacular things to look at. This is an excellent candidate for a video. You could do some installs this season, have a great video for next season to sell. This is going to help you keep on employees longer, right? This is going to keep people working into the dormancy of grass, help minimize the amount of time that you have people on the payroll who aren't able to work a whole lot, help keep people on longer. Hopefully you're able to then roll them right into something in the new year after you've removed all of the lights. And the final thing, and this is the most important thing in any upsell, is that it has a really obvious value proposition to the customer, right? We're saving you all this time that you would spend putting these up and taking them down. We are making your home look beautiful. We're going to do a better job than you could do on your own. All of these really obvious value propositions to your existing customers and to new customers who might hear about you through this install service. So when to sell lighting is kind of November 1st, so not that long ago, through mid-December, right? No one's getting their lights put on their house a week before Christmas to enjoy them for that week. So your peak season is going to end up being right around Thanksgiving. You want to start selling as soon as possible. And then this is a note for the future. If you're watching this video, maybe next summer or something, or just to plant in the back of your mind, you do lights this year and then you think in advance for next year. You want to buy lights when they are being clearanced out after Christmas, right? This is a great opportunity to go in and pick things up for 50, 70% off at anywhere consumers buy lights, but also you can get stuff for a deal from professional lighting providers. Okay, so let's talk about the how here. So the step one of this process is to find a willing client who's willing to be your guinea pig, right? So this is your very first person. You're going to do it for them for really cheap so that you can build out your quote process as quickly as possible by having an actual house to do it on. You could also do your own home, right? You can use your own home to build out this process, do it for maybe a couple of employees as well so that you really test out the process as fast as possible. Number one, you want to measure the house. There are some apps that'll help you do this. I know that you guys know how to use a measuring wheel to measure a property, so I trust you to be able to do that. Then you want to buy lights to cover the job. This will help you also figure out if you under or overestimated so that you can dial things in. And then you want to test your setup process. You need to be safe. You need to, you're going to be up on roofs, on ladders, so you need to have good boots, quality ladders, good gloves for this whole process, and you need to make sure that your insurance is going to cover what you're doing here. You need to time yourself when you are doing this. Figure out how long it takes you and anybody else who's going to be helping you to do the install from start to finish. This is going to really help you in step two, which is figuring out your pricing. So you need to price your Christmas and holiday lighting service the right way, and that means the profitable way. The big question that you have to answer here at the very top of this process is, are you going to lease the lights and then store them all year and use them again next year? Or are you going to sell the lights outright to the customer, put them in a tub at the end of the season and say, here, put this in your attic, we'll see you next year. So selling the lights can make your life a lot easier. But what I will tell you is that it's going to be less profitable in the long run than leasing, right? If you're able to lease the same strand of lights year after year, your ROI on that strand of lights is going to increase until, finally it's no good anymore. You need to buy a new set of lights. So I would consider leasing if you have somewhere you can easily store a large quantity of Christmas lights, right? If you don't have the room and it makes more sense to just sell them to the customer as part of the service, then just make sure that you can make that work. Use your time to build your prices. Remember, we have talked about this in so many videos. You are selling labor, you are selling hours of time, and so you need to think about the pricing in that way. Build backwards from what your labor burden costs, build in the profits that you need to make the business work. And don't forget what we talked about last week on upsells, where we talked about a pyramid of pricing, right? Where you have kind of the good, better, best, right? And really call out that middle option and build a little bit more into it than you think people would normally select on their own to try to get people to opt into a more expensive service, right? You want to package good things in there. Charge based on how hard it is to reach each lighting area. 2-story homes should cost quite a bit more than single-story homes, right? It's a lot harder to be, and a lot more nerve-wracking if you're a little afraid of heights like me, to be up on the top of a second-story installing lights than it is to be on the first story installing lights. And finally, step 3, and this is where we can come in to help you if you need help. You can start selling your lighting service. You want to send a few upsell emails to existing clients. They are your best place to go because they trust you, they know that you're not just some business that popped up overnight to install Christmas lights. And so your existing clients are the best place to go. Then you want to start running ads as quickly as possible to your existing list, right? So you've got the emails go out, that's going to get you a lot of people. And then you want to get any stragglers via your pay-per-click ads. Facebook and Instagram is where I would send you for this. Upload your customer base, send an ad out to them, have a landing page on your website that they hit that tells them about your lighting services and has them request a quote. Really, really simple squeeze page here. 2 to 3 paragraphs and a quote form is all you need to get this off the ground. You want to make sure that you have those ads set to end so that you don't forget and run them too close to Christmas. So I would probably stop those around December 18th. I don't really see a reason to continue paying to get in front of people after that point. They're probably not going to opt in at that point. What you need to do going from this video is, this is a short window and we are already in it. So if you're going to do Christmas lights this year, start soon. Start today. Please, I'm begging you to start today if you're going to do it this year. If you need help with your ads, if you want to get that off your plate, we are ready to jump in and help you. lightspeedsocialagency.com. Fill out that quote form. Make sure to call out that you need Christmas light help in our little comment section there so that we know that you need to come to the front of the line. So we will help you out. If you need help with that, please, please, please reach out. We would love to do Christmas light ads. They're some of my favorite ads of the year because the pictures are always just beautiful. They are some of the easiest ads to get a return on investment on because people can so obviously see your work immediately, right? A few hours of install and they have a beautiful home for the entire holiday season. Reach out to us, be subscribed to the podcast so you can hear Robert and I talk about lights over there. Check out the blog. We've got a blog write-up of all of this on our website. Check that out as well. Until next week, I've been Cody Owen and you have been growing your business at the speed of light. All right. We'll see you next week.